All right. Let's see, we are live. Oh God, there you go. We're here. Seeing that little red light means that we are here. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to my masterclass. Um, we are Unqork. My name is Joe Cahill. I'm the experience design manager here at Unqork, and this is cheap, good, or fast. The whole purpose of this is to talk about design. We run a design team here. It is fantastic. We work with our clients to build some of the best experiences on the Unqork platform, and they gave me a Twitch channel to talk all about it, which is going to be fun because design to me is very important. As you can see, I have an office that looks like a 5 year old's, tons of toys, tons of Legos. We might talk about Legos. Why not? Uh, but the overall goal of this is to talk about design, leadership, working with engineers, building great products, bagels, coffee, pizza. Who knows? We're going to go about it. We're going to dig deep into what makes us a great community of design. I want to talk about mentorship, talk about hiring, talk about careers. And I think this is where the beauty of all this is going to come in. One of the best parts about design at Unqork, and I think I'm going to turn that into a thing, right? We should just turn that into a thing, is how we work. And I think it's such a big part. Visual, an experience that is engaging and building tools for people. And I think that's the overall goal when it comes to any part of being in product design. It's building these tools. So we have tons of things coming in the future. We're gonna have a kind of guest stars, which I love. Some people from the Unqork organization, some people who work on these tools. Maybe I'll bring in some weirdos from the outside that I've known for many, many years to just talk about what we love to do. And I believe that's going to be a fun time for all. For me, I don't know how Twitch works, so that's going to be fun too. I'm old, and if worst case scenario is dull, I'll just break out Breath of the Wild. You guys can watch me struggle with my big fat hands trying to, find my way through Hyrule, because it is right. It's always good to do these Twitch things, and this is one of the core components of it. And watching people be frustrated playing video games is one of the core tenets. So one of the things I do want to jump off with is like design in general. We decided to politely name this one "Crop It Like It's Hot" because that's how we do it. Like this work, the way we do it, the way we engage with our users, engage with our community, and engage with each other is such a big part. By the way, there may be some like mad motivational speaking in here, so please don't judge me. I just get super amped about talking about this. I get really into talking about design. I get really into talking about careers, and I think it's something that is super important for all of us, and especially in design. We go through our entire careers, and we are always part of design in some way, shape, or form. If you're either answering a survey when you get something, when you want to rate an application in the app store, whether you're looking at something while you're walking through the city. Obviously a New Yorker. You can tell the accent in the walls. Um, Art is everywhere. Design is everywhere, and it's engaging us every point we get to. Now that we have these phones in our hands, we're all students of product design. We're all part of this UX experience. We're all here to tell us each other what's good and what's bad. If you're a New Yorker, we recently had the fun instance of seeing the new I Love New York redesign, which I have very, very, very strong feelings on. I could do an hour just talking about how horrible it is. But on the flip side, Pepsi just rebranded. So that actually looks pretty good. And it looks more relatable to where the future is going to go for that brand and what they're going to do. So if you have seen the We Love New York logo, make sure to give it as much hate as possible because it's so bad. It's not what we want. But then again, there was always a designer behind that wall that probably got a bunch of revisions and a bunch of changes. So with that, think about how every day you use your products. Think about what you like, think about what you don't like, because that's what informs our job. This job as an experience design, as people who are building these tools, it's always good to keep an open mind. When you have friends, have these open communications with each other about what makes you happy? Obviously social media is like horrible. It makes us feel bad, but it does make us feel good when we find the right things that make us feel good. And I think that's the benefit. We all kind of joke around about when Facebook was, just cat videos and people getting hurt and falling on their face, which was fantastic. That was all the fun we kind of shared with each other. Um, but now it's all changed, and it's the evolution of change, and that's what we do. So I think as we talk through design throughout this entire process, as we talk through our experiences and we start bringing people in, we talk about these experiences, I think it's going to be so enlightening to hear what everybody's perspective is. It's going to be weird. There's going to be some fun conversations. There's going to be some mad awkward conversations. Right now, you're just looking at me talking to you. I think that's pretty awkward on its own. I don't know if we could do like comments and taking questions, but we could probably figure that out too. Like I said, I'm old. I don't know how any of this works. And I think that's the beauty of this. I think this is the beauty of the platform, is getting education out while we're taking education in. Also, a big part of what we're going to be doing here, especially going forward, is really talking about how we engage with our users. I think it's such a big part of how we learn and grow as ourselves or as a company, and it's going to be how we build better products. And I think that's a key part of what our tenet is at Unqork Digital, is building the best products for our clients, for their customers, for their employees, for anybody who's going to get their hands on it. Because without that level of empathy and that level of drive, we're all just going to be frustrated behind a screen in some way, shape, or form. So this is episode 1. We are just doing a little bit of intro today. We're going to be figuring out where everything goes in the upcoming weeks. But I promise you this, it is not going to be boring. Worst case scenario, we'll just go through the weird that's on my shelves. There's always Easter eggs scattered around, and I constantly move stuff. So I would really hope that you try to keep an eye on it. But with that, I think we're going to have a fantastic time here building these conversations, and we might even go through some Figma. For all the product designers out there who are trying to figure out best practices. Last night they released 30 new features that I can't wait to get my hands on to build some cool. So yeah, episode 1, we're gonna figure it all out. But as everybody knows, the phrase "good, cheap, or fast," you only pick 2. And for us, we love to build great products fast. Sometimes not cheap. Who knows? It depends on how much time it takes. But it is still fantastic to build products, and I think that's really what it boils down to. On top of that, we're going to have, like I said, fun guests. We have great subjects upcoming. I want to talk a lot about accessibility. I want to bring accessibility to the forefront, inclusion to the forefront. We are looking to the future, and the future is all of us. It's not just this person sitting behind a camera on Long Island in sweatpants and a UX shirt, because dress for the job you want. On top of all this, I'm just grateful to kind of be here. I'm grateful to kind of do this job, and I'm grateful to do this work and be able to share it out with you guys. We got plenty coming up, so get excited. Thank you all for being here, tuning in for a short episode. Don't worry, they're going to get way longer. I could talk hours, and I have. So everybody have a great day. Have a great Wednesday. Get ready for episode 2 coming up in a couple of weeks, and we're going to promote the out of it. So get used to seeing this happy face in all of your purviews. But thank you again, Joe Cahill. You can find me on every social media out there. I have the TikToks, doing all the TikTok stuff, doing all the Instagram stuff, and now Twitch. Add to the resume, right? So thank you so much again. Everybody have a wonderful day. I will talk to you later. And please make sure that you stay tuned to what's coming next.